everybody. It's Tuesday, and welcome to today's Daily Distinction. And whether you're watching as this airs or on replay, thank you for being here. Would you please take just a moment and share this out? We only grow our audience when you share. So take just a moment, if you would, please share this so we can get some more viewers. By the way, for the first time, Daily Distinction today is pre-recorded, so you can share your comments for other folks that are watching right now. Unfortunately, I won't see it because as this is airing, I'm on a plane to Cleveland. So I won't be with you today. And we get to Cleveland tonight and start our speakers roundtables meetings for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'll be checking in from Cleveland for the next few days. But really, really glad you're here. And hey, before we get to today's topic at hand, I wanted to mention again the importance of you going to Iconic Inner Circle. If you'd like to drill more deeply into the issues and topics that we talk about during Daily Distinction, that's where you need to go. By the way, the first month's on me, so there's absolutely no risk. You can quit at any time. There's no long-term commitment. Sample what's there, whether it's the ongoing courses on how you create and deliver a compelling story, how you're more apt to get what you want in a virtual event, our course on personal distinction and more, and weekly assignments and distinction sessions for you. It's all there at iconicinnercircle.com. So check it out. As I said, first month's on me, absolutely free. You know, yesterday we had an important topic, and it created quite a bit of discussion, and it was about an important word, I think, and the word is congruency. Congruency. I think it's a question all of us need to be asking ourselves, is about congruency. And when it comes to this, I truly believe, as we said yesterday, that everything matters. And I wanted to talk about it for just a couple minutes today, that everything matters. You know, somebody once said that ethics is like pregnancy. In other words, there's no such thing as situational ethics, just like you can't be a little bit pregnant. Or I'm pregnant at home, but not when I go to work, you know. It's either there or it's not. Look, we have, I'm sure, all had times that looking in the rearview mirror, we could have handled something differently or better, or had a more positive response. Maybe it was a time that we were behaving ethically, but someone else might have been deceiving us. Whether it's a business relationship or a personal relationship, maybe you behaved with honor, but you were critiqued or damned by some of the associations that you thought were okay. Look, at the end of the day, that happens to everybody at one time or another, whether it's personally or professionally. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, get ready, or maybe you need to take your blinders off because it might have already happened. Look, I know in a personal situation and a business situation I was in, I certainly had blinders on. At the end of the day, what we have to do is to understand that everything matters. And it doesn't mean we're going to get everything right all of the time. None of us are going to. But it does mean that we need to be asking ourselves, are the actions that we are taking, whether it's what we're posting on social media, how we're leading our businesses, how we're relating to our teams, how we're talking with our customers, is it congruent with our ideals? You know, one of the things that I think happens in a business is that I've worked with lots of businesses like this. They post their values on the wall, and yet they never then go back and say, is every action that we're taking congruent with those values that are on the wall? I mean, there are companies I've worked for that talks about the importance of treating people ethically and treating people with empathy. And yet there are bosses in that company that treat their employees like dirt. That's not congruent. What we have to do is to make sure, and that, by the way, on the Iconic Inner Circle, that's one of the things that's really important. Those of you, I know, Brian, some of you have taken the course on personal distinction, and it's one of the great points of that, and one of the important points of that is that, I've always considered that course to be kind of like our personal chiropractor, in the sense that where a chiropractor tries to get your spine in alignment, what we're trying to do in that course is about alignment, congruency. It's making certain that your values are aligned with your goals, and your goals are aligned with your daily activities. Because if your daily activities aren't aligned with the goals, then you're never going to be happy with what you got, even if you get it. You're not going to get what you want, And even if you do get what you want, it's not going to be fulfilling. There has to be that alignment. And that's what we're talking about in terms of congruency, is that there is an alignment between what we say and what we do. All of us fall short of that at times. I certainly have. But we try to make we make the effort. We do what we can. And we're open to criticize ourselves, right? We're not always out there criticizing others because, let the person without sin cast the first stone, right? We have all made that mistake. But what we need to do is to have that self-analyzation, to step back and examine the congruency of our efforts. My great friend, Dr. Nito Cobain, who's going to be at the meeting I'm going to in Cleveland, Nito says one of the important aspects of his life is intentional congruency. In other words, making certain that this activity is congruent with this activity over here, and that they fit together in a way that it creates a synergy, that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. That's part of why I'm doing daily distinction, because it's congruent with the message of communication and all that. And I'm certain there are things in your life that you are doing right now that if you look just at that one activity, you might not continue to do that one activity because it's intentionally congruent with other things, it can lead to more. So what I'd like for you to do is to think about intentional congruency and step back, examine the congruency of your efforts. Is one thing contributing to something else? Is the meaningful whole? Are my values aligned with my goals? Are my goals aligned with my daily actions? And by the way, that presumes that you've made a list of your values. That presumes that you've set goals. If you haven't done that, I encourage you to at least take advantage of the free month in Iconic Inner Circle, because the course there will help you through that and help you create that. But most importantly, remember, hey, when it comes to what we do, everything matters. Hey, I hope you have a great day. I'll check in with you tomorrow from Cleveland. Thank you for watching Daily Distinction. Please share this so that others have a chance to join in. I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow on the next Daily Distinction.